Hi, welcome back into my garden. It's Morag Gamble from Our Permaculture Life and the Permaculture Education Institute. And as part of Plastic Free July, every day around about 4 o'clock, I've been either in my home or in the garden talking about something that we can do to actually help get rid of the single-use plastics that are not only clogging up our own homes, but the planet too and the oceans. So today I wanted to talk about something in the garden, and it's something that we can grow and make that can help us to reduce a lot of the packaging for treats and things, because this plant here underneath the ground is the source of amazing treat. So this is the remnants of the Yacon plant, and once it starts to die back like this and look like it's pretty much finished, that means it's time to actually dig down below here. So come down and have a look down here. So what you do is you pull back the mulch and scratch away, and you can kind of see that the whole ground is sort of lifted up here, and then you just start to pull away bits and pieces. Oh gosh, look here, there's one here that I'm going to try and get out. So this is what we're looking for. It's the roots, the tubers. Oh, here we go, there we are. So that's what we're looking for. So I'm just going to rinse off the dirt off this. Now each plant of these would have maybe 10 or so of these roots underneath at least. And so what you can do is you can just, the skin, as you can see, I've already started to peel that off. You can scrape that off or peel it off if you like, but it's actually fine just to wash the dirt off and use it like that. Now, there's so many things that you can do with this. So you can just slice it and eat it raw. You can juice it, you can cook it up and add it to anything like stir fries or, gosh, probably I wouldn't add it to soups because then you lose it. It's like a crunchy flavour. It's really nice, like a water chestnut in a stir fry. That's probably one of my favourite ways to use it cooked. But the other way to do it that I want to talk about today is actually drying it, because another name of this is Peruvian ground apple. There's a sweetness to this that when you eat it raw, I'm just going to see if I can. When you eat it raw, it's like eating a crunchy apple. It's really delicious. And if you pull it out of the ground and leave it for a couple of weeks, just sweetening up, it even gets more sweet. But what I'm going to do with this is chop it into sections, pretty roughly like that, and then put it onto a drying tray. And at 50 to 60 degrees for several hours until these kind of dehydrate and get sort of dry and rubbery, a little bit like dried apple. That's what it tastes like. It's absolutely delicious. So you can have all of these growing all the way around in your garden, and you've got your own, particularly here in the subtropics where we don't have apricots, we can't grow apples or pears or all those lovely things that make dried fruits from, but you can with this. So that's a wonderful thing to do. So I think if you have it just, reasonably thick like this, and if you dry it not too hot, so I'm still eating, I'll just finish chewing. Right. If you do it too thin and too hot, you lose all the nutritional value. If you chop them nice and thickly and do it slower, so at 50 or 60 degrees over a longer time, then you're going to keep actually much of the nutritional value of that, even as a dried product. And then you can store them for ages in and on your shelf. I found some at the back of the shelf that I'd obviously missed that were well over 12 months old and started eating them, and they're absolutely delicious. So then you can use that either in cooking or just as a snack or as a lunchbox treat. Now the thing too about the sugars of these is it's a different type of sugar. It's inulin, which is actually a type of sugar that doesn't get absorbed into our body, and it gets processed much more slowly. So it's really good for diabetics as well. So that is a wonderful, lovely treat that you can grow underground in your garden, and it's so easy. All you need to do is get a little section of the plant. Let me see if I can find a bit here. You want to come down again and see. Let's see if I can get a section. There we go. Just a little bit of the crown like that. You can see how it's got a little bit of a growing shoot there. You just plant that in the ground next year, and then you'll get another whole lot. So on this, I've probably got well over 100 starts. So what I can do is go and just plug these around the garden where I want them, and then next year when it's time, when I notice they're all died back again, I can harvest them again. It's one of the absolute easiest, pest-free, low-maintenance, abundant plants you can grow, and it's great, like I said, for sweets and for raw juices and also for cooking in stir fries. So join me again tomorrow for another live back in the garden or in my house. There's only another week of lives until Plastic Free July is ended. I hope you've enjoyed this series. You can go back through either my Facebook page or either onto my YouTube channel and see all of the ones that I've been doing since the 1st of July if you want to catch up and have a look. So if you've got any suggestions for things you'd like me to cover in the last week of Plastic Free July, please drop a line down below, or other recipes that you may have for yacon